These are some mighty fine jelly beans we got over here. But I'm not sure which one to choose. Maybe I'll ask the chat wall for that. Hi everybody, this is Black Rhino Rangers talking in a sort of a hillbilly cowboy type of accent, whatever. Not sure why though, but I'm just saying it like that. And for this occasion, I got some mighty fine jelly beans over here, but I'm not sure which one to choose, because they seem all wonderfully tasty, but I heard some of them are poisoned by bad taste. So I need you to help me choose which flavor, see which character tastes them. All you got to do is just request any character tasting your choice of jelly bean. But I decide what reaction the characters had. But best that you request characters that do have a visible mouth or sticking out tongue. You know, like those Martians from Looney Tunes. I don't think they'll fit in. Or something like a silent dog who lives with a British owner. I don't think that can count it. So I'll choose the jelly bean, and once that character has the tastes it, I'll tell you what the flavor is. And I'm just gonna cut this accent. So which one do you choose? Which bean do you choose? Wait, just a quick moment. I need to. I forgot something. Okay. Now I'm all set. All right, let's try the. All right, here we go. Oh, oops. Yeah. Here's the red bean. Let me just do the red bean first. Now remember, I decide the reactions. Wait, just a quick moment. Can't ignore the mustache. I mean, at least every Chinese dragon has one of those. Except for some like Fire Kraken. I wonder, has anybody done a Mushu, Sisu, and Dojo drawing crossover? Since they're quite similar in a sense. They're usually comic relief dragons who also serve as a guide for the hero's journeys. There's Mushu with the red jelly bean. So what flavor is that bean? Let me take just type in the comments. Take a guess what that flavor is, and I'll reveal it to all of you. Just type in the comments. What's us, jelly bean? You're close. You're close. Oops. Here. Carolina Reaper, said to be one of, if not the hottest pepper in the world. Never put a full thing in your mouth, otherwise you'd burnt to a crisp. Anyways, what was that? Okay, I got some. This is a new one. What's the The purple one might be a little like I said before, there are 10 regular flavors and 10 joke flavors. Bless the hearts. Is this well, looking at the visuals, it kind of looks like a show from. Is it an adult cartoon? Because the visuals kind of gave away that it kind of. The visuals of it kind of make it look like it was made for adults. And she's another character who wears a sock on her head, just like Double D. Let me just Oops, I think I did not do it right. In fact, the more I think about it, this character kind of looks more like the combo of Double D and Marie Canker. Not just by the hair, not just by the hat, but also the hairdo. In fact, she's more of a Double D Marie Canker hybrid than Jana from Star Versus. Don't know about don't know personality wise though. Oh. And a bit of a torn jeans thing. Alright, so that's Violet Heart for you. Now can you take a now have any of you taken a guess what that flavor of jelly bean is? Just let me know. What flavor do you think that jelly bean is? Blink. A purple bruise. Like if you're badly damaged, some people tend to... Actually, are you a dog if you do that? Kind of gross, actually. Anyways, what was I? Was the, Okay, let's see, wait. Oh. Have you ever drove a car? No, I have not driven a car. Not in my life. I'm actually afraid of driving. I... You know, if it's yeah, what was it again? I remember. I remember my cousins once introduced me to Happy Tree Friends. It's basically itchy and scratchy in a sense. And if you're watching, if any of you who haven't seen Happy Tree Friends, be warned, it can get very brutal. I mean, there's one, and the one I remember seeing as a kid was when this guy tries to pull out a tooth. He ends up pulling out every single tooth except the rotten one. I really think these characters would be good guest characters in Mortal Kombat. I'm weird. But of course, probably the worst thing that's ever happened with the Happy Tree Friends is they were part of this copyright school video. And I remember when I was working on my videos, I would often have to watch these Happy Tree Friends videos which explain the copyright. Like, hey Russell, you didn't create your own content. You just copied somebody else's. And then the character, and then they start to go on to why they think it's a why it's a bad idea, or like some people who have talked about who have to deal with the copyright problems. They did address the issue with the videos problems, like how nowadays a lot of this is kind of outdated, and also it's a little bit of it's a bit hypocritical for YouTube to do something like this. It's like the whole copyright thing, because what's one of the biggest trends on YouTube? Either news reports or gaming. And those are copyrighted, and yet people are okay to post things like this. I'm trying my bang hardest to make sure I'm I had to see that vid. I mean, I remember at one point when I started using YouTube, I did get copyright striked a few times, but I kind of stopped doing that in but as soon as I went to gaming or other things, I started to for me, for a while everything was fine, but then in 2015, when I was doing my Skylanders with different songs video thing, which was a bit of a trend in its own right, I had my first copyright strike within 5 years. And it was a Cloud Patrol video I made where and they claimed it for me using Jay-Z's "Dirt Off Your Shoulders." Because of that, I had to choose a different song for Terrafin. And then 6 months later, just before my copyright thing was about to be repelled, how do I say repelled? I mean, the strike was lifted. I got yet another strike, and it was on my Kanye West video. That's when I decided to move all my Skylanders with different songs videos to another channel because I couldn't deal with the copyright stuff anymore, or on my regular channel. Oh, and in hopes that they won't find me. Unfortunately, they did find me, and I tried unlisting and stuff, but then most of the I'm targeted toward the most for the most part I'm targeted because I'm using songs by the Beatles, which is why nowadays I've been distancing a little bit from using Beatles stuff, and I've been doing less and less with my different songs videos. Okay, it's all right. Let's see. What's the next one? Okay, what's his? Okay. I think this one I have to. This one is the direct message one. This one's a direct message one. So how do I? So while I'm just waiting for Booger Man. Is it Booger Man from A Pick and Flick Adventure? Is that the Booger Man you're talking about? Just out of curiosity. Off-screen request. So what is it? What is the off-screen request? Yes. Let me just see. I just need to. First, I gotta do the other two ones. But first, what was Django Goliath like? What's your request? And and Sakura and Charlie Fanatic, is Boogerman from Boogerman A Pick and Flick Adventure? Just asking. Yes, it is. All right. All right. So let's do the Let's use the green jelly bean. All right. Yep. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. The 90s was filled with gross out. Maybe one day I should do a gross out themed live stream, but I don't think a lot of people want me to do so. Oh, because there are some people nowadays who just cannot handle gross out. It makes them a bit squeamish at times, but not me. Yeah, I'm a bit of a fan of gross out when I was a kid. Hence why I like Billy and Mandy, Cow and Chicken, Ren and Stimpy, and several others. Of course, I know that there are some gross out shows that can go a little too far at times, like that can go too far at times, like not the Garbage Pail Kids, Mega Babies. That's it. He kind of reminds me of another comedic superhero. Not necessarily Freakazoid, but Fat Man from the Weird Al show, from the Weird Al show. In those shorts, it features this superhero who's not very good at being a superhero. In fact, he flies a bit too slow. But then, and and then he has some of the most ridiculous ways of solving a crime. Like, there's somebody has this ice cream that's melted the entire town. And then this kid goes, "If only there was a giant to eat all this ice cream." And then Al, as Fat Man, he's like, "Of course, it's so obvious. I'll just buy every ice in the world. That should stop the melting." So as soon as he came back, Harvey the Wonder Hamster, he ate all the ice cream. He's like, "Well, Harvey, we did it." "Oh, we did, huh? So what are we gonna do with all this ice?" "Snow cones for everyone." Anyways, what was I? Okay, just let me see. Okay, what flavor do you think the green one was? Let me know in the comments. Which flavor do you think the green one was? Broccoli? Broccoli? I don't think, I'm not familiar. Actually, I think I remember Harry Potter tasting that flavor before, but this definitely ain't it. Definitely not pickle. Well, that'll be although the mayor from Townsville was certainly like that. No, not, cool. Good guess, but it's green apple, so it was a normal flavor. I bet that was disappointing for Booger Man. Anyways, what was I? Okay, let's see. Alright, okay, I gotta fulfill this guy's, it's off. Thankfully it's off screen. Okay. Whew. If I had to, yeesh. If I went with the, thank goodness it wasn't, okay, let's see. I think it should, I think I should have put a rule that only one jelly bean at a time. Okay, wait, just making sure I get rid of. Sometimes it's a one good trick to do if you're drawing some shapes and you want to cut off some bits without breaking too much of the other object. You can color them in a different colored outline, and then you in a different colored outline, and then you and then you can use that to easily cut some bits of the other item, so it looks like the character is either holding onto the item, eating the item, or other things. Wait. I think I need to make this character a little bit fatter. You could say that Pikachu was a bit of a Hamtaro before in the later seasons where Pikachu became a bit more slim, in a sense. Wait, when did Hamtaro came out? Did Hamtaro came out first, then Pokemon, or was it the other way around? I can't remember. Okay, I get the. Oops, that ain't right. There we go. That's more like it. And let's not forget the whiskers. And of course, let's not forget. I have to include another. Wait, I have a better idea. Wait. Let me just look up. Wait. And let's not forget the very important ingredients for most European dragon-like creatures. Yeah. See, Hamtaro has the taste, but Charizard sadly can't. Now you're probably wondering, what is that flavor? What is the flavor of that bean? Yeah, somebody got the right answer. Yep. Anyways, next up is the yellow bean. Shush, this is gonna be a bit of a tough one. Cause, he has no mouth. He basically has no mouth, so I have to include a little tongue. It's very weird that I'm giving Joe Sargent a tongue. I mean, sure, we have characters like Optimus Primal, Soundwave. They all have these mouth plates on their faces, which shows that they don't have a visible mouth. There you go. We have Joe Sargent tasting a bee. I'm not sure he's a robot. I don't think he has any feeling for it. So take a guess what the flavor is. Is it a banana? A mechanical tongue? The hell? Somebody got the right answer. Yep, you are correct. Anyways, what was the oops, that's the wrong one. Oh, the teacher. The guy who just sparked a bit of controversy in some states. I don't think I haven't seen this show in a long time, but wait, let me just see. What was that? What was the white bean flavor again? Wait. Oh, I'm not supposed to reveal the secrets. Oops. Let me just yeah, remember I decide the reactions. It's quite impressive that Arthur managed to last for this long, like 25 years. And some people say it's one of those shows that's perhaps will never end. But with Arthur, it shows that even all long-running shows have to come to an end. Another example I can think of is the Last of the Summer Wine, which features a British show featuring Peter Sallis, the same guy who played Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. He used to be on a show called The Last of the Summer Wine, and that lasted from 1973 to 2010. Now, unfortunately, there are some people who are not exactly enthusiastic with some ideas of just what they would say is just slapping in LGBTQ plus on a character that's been established for many years. But if a character hasn't had a known sexuality for so long, or romantic feelings or whatever for so long, maybe you can try and implant some LGBT onto something. I'm just saying. I'm like I said, I'm not an expert on this. Some people will just react to anything. Now I'm open to LGBTQIA any time, but unfortunately my country sure ain't. There's a chance you could get arrested if you are in any of these categories. Thankfully, convictions are very rare. And in fact, I know some people from my country who are part of that community, but I don't want to talk about them, and because of personal matters. Now look at him. What do you think he's tasting? What exactly do you think he's tasting? Frozen? Well, when you taste it, you might feel a bit frozen, but chalkboard, snow cone? Here's the answer. Emptiness. You taste something, it's nothing but emptiness. What was that? Where's that bean again? The dark blue bean. Okay. Pardon me. This shows this kind of looks a little Simpsons and Family Guy ish. Okay, I probably shouldn't say that, because I get that some people might get mad that some of their favorite adult shows that are not Simpsons or Family Guy are being compared to Simpsons or Family Guy. And trust me, there are some people who can react like that. Now let me know. Now I don't know too much about the character, so if the flavor is revealed, but the character him her or themselves doesn't really like that flavor in the official cartoon, ask me if I need to fix that, either off screen or during the live stream. Because there are times when I can get something wrong about the character. I mean, one example I did was during my Cartoon Network live stream where I had the ads running away from Homer Simpson. I drew Ed running, but not in the way you are used to. I drew him. In the actual cartoon, Ed usually runs like the wind is dragging him back. In the one I drew in the live stream, he's running like kind of like how Eddie runs, which is incorrect. So off screen I fixed him. It's kind of like how some people were mad that Sonic looked really ugly in his first showing during the meow, and everybody reacted the same way James Marsden did. It wasn't until they decided, you know what, we'll fix the anime, the character for you. We want to please our fans, and so they made a great fix. I actually wonder if there would be an previous version, like release the unedited cut of Sonic. Like, what would happen if they kept Sonic's crummy design? And what would it have been like? Probably largely the same, the story and stuff, but it would have been a little bit of a lower percentage on the websites if it was if they kept to the ugly design. I don't know. And don't ever talk about the leaks or spoilers about Sonic 2. I haven't heard about them, but I do not want to know about them. Okay? Anyways, what was I? Anyways, it got... It seems people already got the answer. Alright, let's see, what other flavors do you want me to do? Oh, I got another one. Man, I'm on. Let's see, okay. Yes, Pepper. And I remember watching that show as a kid. It was like, I think it was like the first show to ever be first Disney TV cartoon to ever be made by a woman. And it wouldn't be until we have Doc McStuffins, and then Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and then the Owl House to also be shows created by women. Yes, but the thing about Pepper Ann is that the character designer for Pepper Ann would later be known for creating one of the hit Cartoon Network shows of the early 2000s, codenamed Kids Next Door. In fact, a lot of cartoon... are you aware that there are quite a number of cartoons that would that would lead way to many different creators down numerous paths, like like for example, Rocco's Modern Life. It was created by Joe Murray. It would he would later it would be inspire it would be one of the places where Steven Hillenburg started out, and even Dan Puvenmeyer, the creators of SpongeBob SquarePants and Phineas and Ferb. And another great example is the Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. That one was a bit of a stump that grew into a big branch. I mean, it's one of the Oh heck, Camp Laszlo had writers J.G. Quintal and also the guy who created Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack involved. And they would later create Marvelous Misadventure of Flapjack and Regular Show, and later Close Enough. And I also believe Flapjack also created was also where Pendleton Ward also kind of started with his stuff, and then he went on to make Adventure Time. And Alex Hirsch, the guy who created Gravity Falls. Yeah, so many shows and we know and love. They become a stump or roots for a new. They can become roots for a new tree of shows. It's a very interesting history on how animation and how many TV shows and different companies can inspire other animators to pursue their dreams of creating cartoons. With this whole new deal for animation thing, they really need all the help they can get. Of course, there are some people who are not a humongous fan of Flapjack because of how dirty and it can be very ugly to look at, and there are some grotesque imageries here and there. It can be very hard to look at times. Oh, another example I can think of Ed, Edd and Eddy. I mean, when before Danny Antonucci created Ed, Edd and Eddy, he started off with creating some MTV shorts, like with Lupo the Butcher and the Brothers Grunt, which looks very grotesque. Yes, he actually created Ed, Edd and Eddy to a dare, and when Ed, and you some of the storyboard artists and writers for Ed, Edd and Eddy, they would move on to some other well-known projects like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Like Sibsy or Sabrina, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she was a storyboard artist for Ed, Edd and Eddy, and also a storyboard artist for My Little Pony, and also a storyboard artist for and also a bit of a writer and illustrator for Darkwing Duck comics. Yeah, you probably the other thing in her mouth kind of gives you a clue what that flavor is. Yep. Okay, let's see. I think that's all the super checks I got so far. Let's do a couple of free ones. So let's see who gets the brown one, who gets the light blue one, who gets the black one. Let me see. Let's see. All right. I'll have Kirby taste the rainbow, mother something. Forgive me for saying that. I just couldn't resist. Oof, that's really nasty. Oh, sorry. Oh my, dish. That does what was in that bean? What was definitely was in that bean? Oh man. Ah, that explains it. Yeesh. Disgusting. Okay, we only got about 13. Is it no, 11 beans left. Is it Oh, sorry about that. Sorry, I did a little something. Oops. What was that again? What was that other query? Wait, just quick. I don't think I can have Luann taste it, but yeah, wait, let me just move. I never noticed I forgot to shrink some of the characters. I'm gonna just double check in case I misprint on some. Had a misprint on some things. And 1 hour has passed. Good thing Mr. Coconut ain't here, otherwise he'd make a bit of a remark on that smell. Like, it's a cloudy with a chance of... You're disgusting. Oh, I got another one. Let's see, The Great North. Wait, I think I may have heard that before. I haven't seen it, but I think I know where... So, now this thing kind of looks a bit like I don't want to mention any other adult cartoons because again may tick off some fans. So what flavor is that bean? Anyways, oh yeah, I forgot about the flavor of beans. All right. So you guessed the flavor yet? Well, I don't know what the answers is, but yeesh. Anyways, let's take a look at this dark brown bean. Wait, where did I put that bean? Oh, there it is. Oh, oh. Alright, wait a minute, are you sure you didn't choose this character for this bean because of, let's just, because of, I don't want to, you might get angry at me saying this, but is this because of race? Sometimes I raise a couple of eyebrows. Yes, because sometimes it's a bit of a stare, because, let's just say I'm trying to avoid with, stereotypes. I'm sure there are some people who like what? Oops! I think I may have given something away. Oops! I forget what I just said. May have liked. Okay, well, I think I got off the wrong track. Oops! I apologize if I said something. If I said something wrong. Oops. I mean, ever since the Black Power Ranger and the Yellow Power Ranger incident thing, this made me a bit more cautious. Yeah, did you know that back in like did you know that back in the old days of Power Rangers, the Walter Jones and the character who plays the Yellow Ranger, they was criticized for saying that the color of the Power Rangers represents their ethnicities. Yes. According to the producers of Power Rangers, this was not addressed until the 10th This was not. They didn't notice this until the 10th episode. And of course, the actress who played the sadly, the actress who played who played the Yellow Ranger, she did not live very long. She, thanks to a car accident. And another indications why I had a bit of a suspicious is because of ever since Cleveland Brown, or even bits of Family Guy with all the with all the Unfortunately, with Will Smith's behavior at the Oscars, it kind of reinforces some stereotypes. Unfortunately. Anyways, what flavors are you guessing for the dark brown jelly bean? Let's not go too deep. Yeah, okay, I'll stop with that. All right. All right. Let's see. So you got the right answer. In fact, that was my favorite flavor of jelly bean. Let's see. What was the? Wait, you also. Wait, oh, I forgot. Wait. Just double check on some things. There it is. Oh, yeah, where did I... Admittingly, fellas, when I first saw Spike, I didn't think he was a spike tail at first. I thought he might have been like an ankylosaur or something, or a nodosaur, because of his bumpy nods. It turns out, since he's only a baby, since he's only a baby, he since he's only a baby, it took me some time to realize. It actually took me the big freeze to realize that Spike was a Stegosaurus when he meets the other members of the herd. Let me just cut off some bits of that bean. And I think I may have said this before on my dinosaur live stream, that it's kind of weird to see some dinosaurs with actual ears. That it's kind of a little bizarre, let's say. But and there's well, technically reptiles do have ears, but they're mainly holes. So it just gives off a bit of an impression that they don't have ears. According to what I've learned at school, the bird's ears are covered in feathers. I didn't think birds have ears. A dolphin can actually listen to that little, and whales as well can listen to that little spout of theirs. I used to think the insects' feelers were their ears. And I used to think a spider may have only 8 legs, but those pulp, whatever, those extra things at the front of next to its fangs, they were its hands. That's the thing with childhood. You sometimes have these weird thoughts in your head. It's kind of like learning a new prehistoric thing as time moves on. Like recently, you guys know the Dimetrodon, right? That thing that came out before the dinosaurs. Once upon a time, it used to be classified as a creature, part of a group of creatures called mammal-like reptiles, where they are basically reptiles, but they have mammal-like features, which makes them more closely related to mammals than reptiles. Nowadays, that's kind of an invalid thing to say, as nowadays we call these mammal-like reptiles as proto-mammals or stem mammals. And it's been rumored that the Dimetrodon might have had some hair. Okay, so any idea what that flavor of jelly bean is? Let's see. What? Okay, I got another one. Okay, grass. And not quite close, but it's actually watermelon. And I kind of lost track on what I was doing. Just give me a quick moment to check some things. Anyways. What was it again? The hat position. It kind of reminds me of when the Mad Hatter was being slammed by the March Hare's hammer, and then his head popped out, and he answered the riddle, "Why is a raven like a writing desk?" Why is a raven like a writing desk? I beg your pardon? Well, isn't that your riddle? What? She's stark raving mad! Well, it's your silly riddle. Would you like to have some tea? I certainly don't have the time for this. The time! Who's got the time? This show is... The movie is definitely mad. noticed that he has like two different glove colors. Like one of them is white, the other is purple. And it reminds me of a character from the Mr. Man books called Mr. Wrong, where he wears different colored shoes and different colored gloves, but he does everything wrong. Like he didn't sleep properly because of the way he made his bed. He squeezed the toothpaste on the wrong side of his mouth, and when he brushed his teeth, it was like ouch. And every time he tried putting milk in cereal, he always misses, and he always eats dry breakfast. And heck, he even gets, whenever he goes out of town, he always gets the name of the folks wrong. Like, he sees a worm, he says, "Good morning, dog." And when he sees a woman named Mrs. Twinkle, he goes, "Hello, Mr. Twinkle." But then he comes across a guy who looks almost exactly like him, except he does everything right. He wears the same colored gloves and the same colored shoes, and he doesn't have a flower on his hat. And then he says, "Why don't you live with me for a week or two? Oh, maybe things will change." And the longer Mr. Wrong stayed at Mr. Right's house, he became a changed man. But in the end, Mr. Right became Mr. Wrong. He started doing wrong things. Anyways, I think the Pink Panther or Anne from Amphibia would have been better choices for this. So, who wanted the light blue again? Let me see, the gray in seconds. Alright. Basilisk form or disguise form? Just asking. Disguise form or disguise form or what was my oh, okay. Okay, but what's the wait? Yeah, where's the bean? Ah, there he be. Well, I've drawn her in a disguise form, and partially when her disguise was wearing off, might as well draw her in. Oh wait, I first need to position that bean in a better position. Oh, dang it. That'll do. Let me just Yeah, this one also will give you an idea of what flavor this is. I just hope she's all right in the. Yeah, and I hope they kind of addressed her a bit more in the next season. As the season continues, I meant. Uh-oh, out of I'm just out of curiosity. I don't know if anybody can answer this, but I wonder if Luz actually does come back to Earth. How would she react to the fact that V kind of got rid of a ton of her stuff? Or did she kind of see what V he already did to her stuff in that episode, or through those reflection mirrors? Apparently there's a ring on her. um There we go. We have V eating a light blue jelly bean. What flavor did you guess it was? What flavor was it? What flavor was it? You just missed the flavor that V was eating a jelly bean. Huh, you got that right. So it's Now this one actually reminds me of an episode. Actually, this does remind me of an actual episode of Ben 10 when since he's the runt, since gray matter is very tiny, he might as well be the size of a. Which Ben 10? Is it the original 2005 TV series, the Ben 10 Omniverse version, or is it the reboot Gray Matter? Which one is it? All right. Funny that. Has anybody done a Invader Zim Grave Matter fan art? Knowing the fact that they share the same voice actor. Oops. When I was a kid, I was a humongous Ben 10 geek. And I sort of gave up on. I sort of lost in touch with it, but then I quickly came back to it it was when Ultimate Ben 10 came out, and then when Omniverse came out, I will admit it was a little strange for the designs, but they were all done by. But knowing that the designs were done by one of my favorite artists, who unfortunately passed away, he was it last year or this year? The same guy who designed the 2003 Teen Titans and Transformers animated. When he passed, he used to design. He also designed for Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. Shame he passed away quite a young age. But when it came to the Ben 10 reboot, that's when I felt completely turned off. It just didn't feel like Ben 10. Is it still going on? Or is it? I don't know, because Powerpuff Girls 2016 that officially ended. Teen Titans Go was still going on. Is Ben 10 still going on? Let me just color. And some. Let me just merge these two into one. There we go, we have gray matter. Eating a popcorn flavored jelly bean. I think it ended. It's popcorn. Hey, you were close. Anyways, there's only 5 jelly beans left. Okay, I think this looks a little too weird. So I don't think the teeth thing really works. I have heard. I used to play a little bit of Thai as a kid, but I never really finished it. And there was I did remember this commercial where visits a hospital and he sees Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, and Spyro the Dragon all bandaged up. Um, and did he blow them up or something, or did he just let them? He just left them injured or something. I don't know. And I was like thinking to myself, okay, that's a full indication that Ty is never going to be a Skylander. He will never have a guest appearance in Skylanders or even in classic Spyro in any of the modern Spyro or Crash Bandicoot games because of what he did. I did actually plan to draw a Thai Grand Prix, but I kind of lost all interest when I was focusing on other things. Yeah, so you're wondering why does he have that disgust look? I think it might have something to do with the flavor of the golden bean. I guess the flavor was not golden nugget, but yeesh. You know what they say, don't ever eat this stuff. Alright, what was that? What was it? Oh, okay, wait, what maroon? What is a maroon? Like what's a maroon? Is it this one? Is it the pinkish one, the reddish one, or the? I don't know what maroon is. All I'm thinking about is that Bugs Bunny line. What a maroon. Okay, it's the dark red one. All right. What was it again? I thought it was gonna be, sorry, I was thinking of, I don't know if you guys know this, but Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan were named after Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. And I was afraid the person asked me to draw Hitmonlee, knowing that the character has no... Yeah, the character has no... The character has no mouth, like Marvin the Martian. Yes, this is why I also avoided drawing. Shelter might have worked fine. But I don't think Marvin the Martian would. And let me do a better job on the eyes. That's more, there, that's more like it. Anyways, what was I? Yeah, somebody got the right answer. Only 3 beans remain. Make it count, fellas. Make 'em count. Let's see. Finally, somebody. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm a little. What is your thoughts on the 1999 film King and I? Oh, I did remember enjoying it as a kid, but nowadays, I am highly aware of how flawed it truly is. Like the, of course, there's the comic relief. There's the comic relief thing from. There's the comic relief animal characters like the elephant and the monkey. It kind of seems like it's a rip-off of Aladdin in a sense, and also a bit of also a bit of a rip-off of Aladdin, with the villain being kind of a Jafar, and that guy who keeps losing his teeth, kind of like Iago, who kind of acts like Iago. And I still have a bit of fond memories with The King and I, but I am aware it is not a good movie. And the film version is still more superior. Just a quick moment. I just wanna look. Sometimes Amphibia does, unlike the Owl House, Amphibia does have a bit more advantage with its faces. Here's like, in fact, Amphibia is a lot more cartoony compared to the Owl House. The Owl House is a little bit more down to earth with the human character. If I had to if I have to pick which is my most favorite, I go with the Owl House. Although Amphibia does have a little bit of everything I like does have a lot more of everything I like in a cartoon, I think the Owl House is I don't know, there's something about the Owl House that grabs me more. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the magic elements of a Harry Potter feel. Maybe it's because of the character designs. They're a little bit anime-esque, but yes. And that's not to say Amphibia doesn't have its merits. There are some things I really do, and there are quite a lot of things of Amphibia that I did enjoy, especially in season 2. I better put. Wait, where did the bean go? Oh no, I must. Oh no, I lost the bean. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so caught up with drawing the bean that I drawing the character, I forgot to include the bean. I think I'm just gonna have her. Like I said, it's kind of funny that Dr. Jan in Amphibia is played by the same woman who plays Tiana in The Princess and the Frog, and the Newt King is played by Keith David, the same guy who played the Shadow Man in The Princess and the Frog. And both Amphibia and Princess and the Frog are Disney properties involving amphibians. Uh-oh. Excuse me for a minute, I just need to, sometimes my thing kind of glitches a bit. You know, it's kind of fitting that you would choose this bean for Sasha. Whoops, I forgot a little bit of something else. The mole. I thought it was an earring. Kind of like Luz's earring. Because what she says put on her tongue is another tongue. If it ain't cooked, it certainly don't taste nice. And Sasha's voice also voiced Gloria in Big City Green. And by the way, I casted Sasha and... Okay. Alright, let's see. There's the dark gray, and then there's the... What is your favorite Amphibia and Owl House character? At the moment, for the Owl House, it's Amity. And at the moment for the Amphibia, that's a tough one, because there are quite a number of characters I do enjoy. And I do like the human girls and Sasha, and maybe I'm not sure. I mean, there are times where, man, it's hard to decide on that one. Maybe it's the Newt girls, the one who's all badass, like a Joan of Arc type of lizard. I've forgotten her name. Say, what was that? Alright. Well, thanks for noticing me. Well, let me just fix his ear. Let me just fix his side a bit. I still prefer Peter Cullen as over the other voices of E. They're not bad. That Peter Cullen, I think, masters it great. It was kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame that they didn't ask him back as he, or I mean, even Peter Cullen himself was aware of this. He's like, well, it's a very interesting. When asked what if Eeyore met Optimus, he's like, well, it's an interesting question. I've been informed that I am no longer Eeyore. So how would Eeyore react like this? Yeah, it'd be like, hello, Optimus. Hello, Eeyore. Just figured out. Not gonna be me anymore. Eeyore, whose butt do I... Eeyore, whose butt do I kick? And everybody cheers. Funny enough, the one who... the other voice actor they got for Eeyore in the Christopher Robin movie is Brad Garrett, who, like Peter Cullen, also had a hand in voicing the Transformers. He was, in fact, the Transformers 1986 show was his first voice. I think is one of his earliest voice roles. He plays Triptychon. Anyways, what was the flavor Eeyore tasted? A road skid mark. Hooray. Oh, we got one more, fellas. We got the last one. Haha. Good morning, USA. Na, 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 American race. To say good morning, USA. Sorry, that song is stuck in my head. Now, some people say that American Dad is ironically a lot better than Family Guy nowadays. I haven't seen a ton of Family Guy, but I did remember seeing a few episodes, like the one where they head for Saudi Arabia. It was a two-parter, and the other the other when uh, they try to make a farm out of their own home, and then unfortunately fortunately they try to live a farm life. They how do I say this? They given this a lot to their daughter. Their daughter became so caught up with the whole farm life that she began to enforce it, that her dad suddenly regrets it, and then they start going with they start doing a sabotage by calling it a rabbitage, by sending in rabbits, and they play a song sung by Weird Al Yankovic with the song Rabbitage. Now you're probably wondering why does he not look surprised when drawing when I when it comes to this bean? Let me just finish the drawing and I'll tell you. There was a friend of mine who actually is a humongous Family Guy fan, and I asked him what is his thoughts on American Dad or the Cleveland Browns show. Oh, and he says, they're good, but I still prefer Family Guy, which is ironic because nowadays a lot of people wish Family Guy was canceled as soon as possible. Oh, because Family Guy might have caused a lot of damage compared to other shows that are still running to this very day, like SpongeBob and The Simpsons. The Simpsons nowadays is a lot of it is bad, but pretty inoffensive. If just the boring kind of bad. While SpongeBob can still pull off a surprising good episode every once in a while, like in It's a SpongeBob Christmas or The Legend of Bikini Bottom. And Fairly Odd Parents, it may have been more rotten than The Simpsons, it had the decency to end. But then it got picked up again as a live-action animated hybrid. Well, Family Guy just doesn't really I think American Dad still has a bit more dignity. Now why has that bean shoved up his nose? That's a clue to the flavor. Guessed it yet? 3, 2, 1. Doo-doo. That's the last bean. Alright, so let's take a look and see who's got let's see all the ones who got the joke beans and which are the ones who had the normal beans. First let me just check my score with the alright, let's see. Mushu, Kirby, the rat teacher from Arthur, Ty, the V, Steve, Sasha, Eeyore, I think I lost. I think I kind of lost track of what I was saying. What was I again? Steve, V, Sasha, Ty, Eeyore, that woman from one of the shows I've forgotten, Mushu, Luan, actually it's Charles, the guy from Kirby, and the guy from Arthur. They all have the joke beans. The rest of the pack, they got the regulars. Congratulations. Yeah, they're Mr. Ratburn. Yeah, that's it. All right. What is your favorite Lion King character? Timon and Pumbaa. It's a delight whenever they appear on screen. What would Winnie the Pooh's characters look like in Day Wyatt's art style? I don't know. I think he was more interested in human-like designs or more action-based, let's say. I'm not sure. Favorite on this live stream is Hamtaro. Okay, for my next live stream, we'll be heading to London and visit another animation studio. And they are said to be not only the kings of British animation, but also are one of the kings of stop motion next to Laika. They are known for creating two iconic characters. One is a bald man who loves cheese a lot, and another who's a silent but loyal dog to him. So in the next live stream, get some cheese and crackers. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for these live streams. In a day or two, I'll post them on DeviantArt. Thank you for joining me once again. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the requests. And thank you for the pledges. I hope you've enjoyed this video.